Big cat, how you came to be is no longer a mystery. Black sheep is your birthright. It's code for the one who brings the light. I bet if there's a crack, you don't fall back. Remember who you are. No rest for the wicked with their skullduggery. The use spell workers' projection to send out envy, hate, and jealousy. You are the prototype, your ancestors champion. They shield you and send back those spiritual attacks. You are divinely protected from the dummy bats. Yeah. Big cat, the most high, got your back. He sits high and looks low, so don't get smoked or smoke yourself. Big cat, move in silence. Only time you speak is to say checkmate.
Namaste! Grand Rising Big Cat Water Signs. Welcome or welcome back to Big Cat Astrology, Big Cat Wave, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The planetary hot topics to add to your almanac over the next 7 days. Water signs, the 28th of May to the 3rd of June, 2025. Emotionally unsubscribed. Physically reassigned. This week, you don't argue. You just disconnect. And the silence says everything. Chinese Zodiac Intel. Snake month ends on the 4th of June and Horse month begins on the 5th of June. You'll feel this shift. Snake made you review emotional contracts. Horse now asks, are you still pretending they're mutual? Good golly and the gosh. Horse can be impulsive, but your depth anchors its intensity. Your water puts out false fire. You feel who's real before they even speak. Snake rewards emotional intelligence. Horse rewards emotional discipline. This is the week to remove access without announcement. You're not isolating, you're refining your ecosystem. Personal Day Numerology. On the 28th of May, the personal day is a 3, self-expression, truth through vulnerability. On the 2nd of June, the personal day is a 7, inner wisdom, spiritual boundary mastery. This week begins with a whisper of truth and ends with a soul-level download. This isn't breakdown energy, it's breakthrough bandwidth. Let's float through the week with clarity, grace, and karmic precision. On the 28th of May, the moon in Gemini is conjunct Jupiter in Gemini. Emotional bandwidth is stretched. Be selective with your time and your tears. Someone may say too much and reveal what you sensed all along. Jupiter expands emotion. Gemini makes it chaotic. Ceres in Aries reminds you only nurture what doesn't leave you depleted. Your joy is sacred. Protect it like a spell. Fixed star, Bellatrix. Strategic withdrawal, psychic knowing. Helpful initials, KFD. Some people aren't meant to understand you. They're just meant to be blocked.com. Block parties are afoot. On the 29th of May, the sun is conjunct Mercury in Gemini. Truth hits like a ripple. Something said in passing lands like prophecy. Mercury combust equals verbal clarity meets karmic mic drop. This is the final chapter of a conversation you thought needed closure, but didn't. Vesta supports your truth. Keep it sacred, not performative. Say it only if it heals. Otherwise, let the silence sting. The fixed star Alnef. Courage, communication, and emotional finality. Helpful initials JSE. You didn't cut them off. You finally heard yourself. On the 30th of May, the waxing crescent moon in Leo. You're feeling yourself, but not for attention. This is soul level pride returning. Leo moon says, you survived, now show up. Even your quiet confidence burns bright. Ceres urges self-praise. Your healing is heroic. Let them wonder how you healed without an audience. The fixed star Regulus, dignified emotion, visibly healing. Helpful initials, MYB. You didn't glow up for revenge. You glowed up for peace. On the 31st of May, the moon in Leo is sextile to Mercury in Gemini. You feel light. You speak light. You move with intent. Mercury helps you phrase what you once feared to say out loud. This is the boundary reframe without the old guilt. Say it in your journal. Whisper it into the mirror. Text it if needed. Just speak it and then leave it there. The fixed star Alphard, emotional elegance, powerful exits, helpful initials, ARL. You didn't lose anything. You released from your nervous system, where the chronic illnesses reside. On the 1st of June, the moon in Virgo trines Vesta in Taurus. This is sacred reset energy, emotional spring cleaning. You're not available for casual emotional clutter. That's a no from your higher self. Vesta reminds you peace is earned, not promised. You might tidy your space, your playlist, or your contact list and feel instantly lighter. You're not becoming cold, you're becoming clear. The fixed star Zanaya, ritual restoration, clarity with grace. Helpful initials, NVG. You're not better than anyone. You're just no longer betraying yourself. On the 2nd of June, the first quarter moon in Virgo. This moon tests your progress. Virgo challenges you to implement what you promised yourself last week. Emotions feel tender but stabilized. Juno says, only engage where respect meets effort. You're not begging anymore, you're building. The fixed star Sepulchre, aligned growth, intuitive responsibility. Helpful initials, WTC. Emotions without standards is just chaos with eyeliner. On the 3rd of June, the moon in Virgo squares Mercury in Gemini. Conflict between emotional order and mental chaos. You don't need to clutch your pearls, just keep them close, darling dear. Keep them close. Virgo moon wants structure. Mercury in Gemini wants options and distractions. You may feel mentally scattered but emotionally rigid, as if you've outgrown your own coping habits. Woo, child! Ha ha! Conversations could feel incomplete, sharp, or tone deaf. Let others overtalk while you listen for the gap. This is the day to choose internal clarity over external response. Juno retrograde surfaces old conversations you never got closure from because you were never meant to. Star Zosma, victim turned guide, pain transformed into precision. Helpful initials GXP. Closure isn't a conversation. It's the moment you stop rehearsing their apology. Water signs. You spent this week turning whispers into wisdom. Snake month asks you to feel deeply. Horse month will ask you to channel it. What once shook your spirit now barely moves your pulse. You're not cold. You're emotionally sovereign. Until we meet again, on these astrological streets. Big cow wave.